we don't know how long we have in this life.
No, you don't. Are you going?
Where are we going with this one? You never know. Hey, you never know. But life insurance can ensure that your loved ones are taken care of once you're gone, if something happens.
Of course, there are a ton of options out there, and it can be kind of confusing. Which direction do you go? So we have John Jarbo with Strategic Wealth Designers live this morning to break it down. And let's just kind of start with, the
life
basics.
Life insurance is confusing to me.
Every insurance is confusing to me. So what do we need to know, John?
Yeah, it can definitely be confusing, but really to break it down, there's two different types of life insurance. You have whole life insurance and term life insurance. So term life insurance only specifies a guaranteed death benefit during that specified time, typically ranging from about 10 to 30 years. Term insurance is also a lot cheaper than whole life insurance. On the other hand, whole life insurance is a permanent product and can really play a significant role into your retirement planning.
So with whole life insurance, do you pay for the rest of your life? Because term insurance, once the term's over, you don't pay anymore, right?
That is correct. So once you stop paying on term life insurance, that death benefit goes away. On permanent insurance or whole life insurance, you will pay your entire life, but you're guaranteed that permanent life insurance.
Okay, so let's talk about the policies and how we can maximize our benefits. It comes down to how we structure it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. How you structure it is really important. And really there's two components to that. You have the death benefit and you have the cash value. So on the death benefit, that's how much your loved ones are going to get paid out if something were to happen to you. And the cash value is actually an interest earning portion of the policy that you can withdraw at a later date. And really when you're thinking about structuring this policy, we want to have a low death benefit and a high cash value. That's going to really help reduce those premiums and allow that cash value to grow.
But you want the death benefit to be big enough that if you're the primary breadwinner, for example, that it supports your family if something were to happen, right? So it's kind of a balance of the two.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Term life insurance, when the term is over, if I'm still alive, still here, do I get something? You know what I'm saying? Because I put all that money into it. Do I then get something, or do I have to die to get something?
Well, if that policy lapses, then you don't get anything. Sometimes before the policy lapses, we'll recommend converting that to a whole life policy, or just depending on your age, maybe getting another term life policy.
This is confusing. And at what age are we supposed to be thinking about this?
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, there's a good question. You're never too young to really think about life insurance and planning for the future. So whole life insurance can be good for young adults because they have that time horizon on their side. They can really allow that cash value to grow. But it also works for pre-retirees because whole life insurance is an after-tax product. So they can use it for supplemental income through policy loans.
All right. I mean, at the end of the day, if you're interested and you think that you need a policy, there's a lot of experts out there that would be more than willing to sit down with you and kind of walk you through all of this. And some people have access to some life insurance that may even be included with their benefits at their work. So you should probably know about that as well, which is important stuff.
Right, and that's kind of like a term policy. It's active while you're at the company, but if you leave the company, then you no longer have that policy.
So it's over if you die or retire.
Yes. Or you quit.
Or you quit. That's true.
Well, you get paid out if you die, if you're at the company.
There you go. All right. Thank you so much, Strategic Wealth Designers. You guys always have a great set of input and information for us.